allowed the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Even no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun na wa mo la mo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Hello there. So I'm trying to walk around with my sound. Please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear before we proceed. Good evening to you. I'm trying to walk around.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Thank you very much for joining me from wherever you're watching from. So I'm only live on YouTube. So if you are joining me now, share the broadcast, invite your friends, and invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them Maiyegun today.
Maiyegun diary politico.
Loud and clear.
Godfatherism.
Thank you very much. So tonight, what we're going to do is that I'm going to open the line early enough so that probably we can take enough calls tonight. But I'm going to spend the first 10-15 minutes just to get you into the whole thing before we kick off. Thank you. That's right. Somebody said that seems to get the date wrong. You are right.
Glory Facebook. And yes, we like
Thank you very much for that. So take your time, read the caption of this broadcast, read the description as well, and you can possibly make your own contribution as well. You know, make sure that you tag along so that you can know what you want to contribute, because I'm going to open the line soon. However, the rider for this broadcast is that the news that APC lawmakers in Abuja, that they have assured Thiefnubu of their support. But it's quite kind of strategic, all right? They are members of APC, Egbekegbe. Thiefnubu wants to be the presidential candidate for APC, Egbekegbe. A lot is going on within them. However, it's kind of strategic because those are the people who are likely going to be the delegates during the selection of who is going to be their flag bearer. A long thing. But in my own book, the way I'm saying it, right, there is no way out for Nigeria in what is coming to hit you. Whatever you think you are facing right now, or whatever you think the people are facing right now, is going to be child's play to what is still coming. Prepared, knowing that the characters that are handling are all likely going to be your president post 2023, if you ever have any election in that regard. So it's scary and you should be worried. So we'll talk about that tonight, as well as what Athiefku said. I don't know if many of you probably saw that. I would have loved to share the video, but you know, they are targeting my channel a lot these days, okay, reporting and all of that. So, and yeah, I would likely share the audio with you, where Athiefku said, well, it's not the first time that Thiefnubu wanted to be president or wanted to be vice president so that he could be president later. He tried that with him when Thiefnubu started his own political party called AC in 2007. Long story. Athiefku became the presidential candidate of the party and chose a man called Obi, Senator Obi. There's a man called Senator Obi as his deputy. Then he told her, he said that, you know, Thiefnubu wanted to be his vice then. And I think that was why when he had to make the deal with the devil in 2014, he offered as well. In fact, he wanted to be the vice president to lifeless Buhari. Imagine that today, like Buhari in London, Thiefnubu in London, president and vice president, and then, you know what I mean? A nightmare, complete one, to tell you that he said he's doing this. That's what Athiefku said. And that's what Thiefnubu also said, we are doing this because of your future. Really? Future, your future in the hands of the septugenarians. People, or is it, do you call them octogenarians? Okay, whatever. These old men, your ancestors, in charge of your destiny. So I'm going to touch that tonight. However, there is a silent momentum, and I think I should tell you, maybe some of you have seen them and you've brushed them aside. However, it seems that somehow has confused us, the Nigerian population, especially the youth. There is kind of a silent growing, you know, a resist movement that is likely going to spark, explode before your, you know, your famous 2023 election. Something that is going to happen and shift the paradigm and likely going to alter the history once and for all and forever. Something I think I should call your attention to. All of this that we are doing, we can call it resist. People who don't believe in the corrupt system and would never want to continue to be bamboozled by the same rogues for the same results. So people like us are called, resistors. So we resist in our own ideology and all of that. So it's growing, especially now that they are beginning to feel like, oh, my way to no electricity, no power, no fuel, no security, no this, no that. As we on strike, nothing is working. Everybody is feeling that now, and it is likely going to erupt anytime soon. So yeah, apart from that, I think we should start from where we would love to, which is that part of Thiefnubu and his consultation All right. And then something came to my mind as well, just before we get to that. Okay. So somebody sent me a message that, they received a report that Nigeria is attempting to kidnap Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic, and then to rendition him to Nigeria and all of that. And they felt concerned. And I managed to tell them that it is not true. There's nothing like that. However, it doesn't mean that if they have the opportunity, they won't do it. But they've had their chance, they couldn't use it. So don't let anybody make up stories and all of that just to mess with your ears or your mind, because I know this is a big thing to so many of us all over the world. Okay, so there is no security threat to Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic, and there is no plan for him to coming back to Nigeria anytime soon. So it is generally agreed, well, it's like a consensus that he is safe in Benin Republic for now. So when we feel like it's safer, I believe that when he feels like it is safer for him to go back to Nigeria, he will go back to Nigeria. However, I want you to know that he is well protected, and the Beninese government, which is the government of Benin Republic, they are also involved in how he got out of that illegal detention. So don't let anybody push anything into your head. If you don't hear it from Igboho himself, yeah, I bet you shouldn't even worry about it. So one of the things that we have managed to do on Maiyegun's Diary Politico is that we have created an intervention fund, which is set up primarily to ensure that not only that he gets justice from what they have done to him or what they were doing to him at the time, it is also to ensure that he never ends up in the hands of those who attempted to kill him in the first place. So a lot is in place, and there's no point in scaring or fearing about anything. All right. So when the right news comes out, and let me put it this way, there are many things going on behind the scene. People want things to happen now, but at the same time, we should also be very strategic. The reason why they attempted to kill Igboho was simply because he said there will be no election in 2023 in Yoruba land until the insecurity and every malady in Yoruba land is addressed. That was why they agreed to kill him. Do you understand that? And the people who want him dead are not happy that he only got locked up. Now that they know that he is free, and if you look inward, the people that wanted him dead and probably still want him dead are not different from the people who are desperate to keep Yoruba people in Nigeria under this unfair arrangement, as long as their own feeding bottle remain full. So don't mistaken that. Don't let anybody try to distract your attention from the real enemy within by telling you about the enemy without. Like we do say, there are many things that will not be said online, as not from me. I don't know if people probably who are privy to this will be kind of too soft to hold it on. However, a lot is going on behind the scene, so that whenever you are going to see Oloye Sunday Igboho address everything that has to do with the campaign, the advocacy, the security, the mobilization, and all of that, it will be doing so from the position of strength. There are people all over the world that are ready now to what? To start that worldwide mobilization, conferences, conventions, congresses, meetings about Yoruba nation all over the world. There are those back at home who are also feeling like they want something to keep them busy. What we have told them is that by the time we all come out, when everything comes together and we fully comes out, it will be an unstoppable move, an unstoppable vibe that is pretty much realistic. This time around, it is what is going to hit their planned charade called election. Not violence, as some people will think. I've just been briefed as well that Ilana Odua have finally approached the courts, challenging and trying to stop the, what do you call it? The Osun and Osun election, Ekiti elections on a legal ground that their lawyers are going to argue out. It's already submitted for hearing. This is part of the moves that can derail a lot of things that these rogues believe that they have perfected. There are others too, all over the world, like I said, who can't wait to either have Oloye Sunday Igboho in their midst or Professor Banji Akintoye in their midst, showing that physical solidarity that is going to spark and spread all over the world like a wildfire, like never seen before. So there are ingredients to this. One of them is Oloye Sunday Igboho's safety. When we are 100% sure that he is safe, many things will start coming to public. Many of them that are geared towards walking the talk and not just talking the talk. That is a pamphlet or a flyer from our people in the US. So they are organizing a mega rally again in the US, which you are all invited, and there are more. There's one also going on in London. When I have the flyer, I'll share it with you. All of this is just like the world can't wait to have the collaboration of the Yorubas in diaspora, Yorubas back in Yoruba land, and to indeed show these guys, these money bags who feel like they have everything figured out, show them that they probably don't really have it figured out. So like I said, a lot is going on. And when I have the one that I believe is pretty much beneficial to every one of you, I will share that. So now let's go back to the real deal before I open my line, right? Buhari is in London. He's been in London now for how many days a week? I think it's been over a week. So he's in London for medical checkup. Okay. So medical checkup that it does like 3-4 times in a year. And he's been in power for 7 years. It will be 7 years in May. However, there is no medical facility that could take care of him or check him or anything at all, except when he had to convert that their naira to pound sterling and come down to the UK for medical treatments. Now, there is crisis in their party that the crisis in the PDP is the reason why the crisis in APC is quite, they will say, oh, it's just a storm in a teacup. Because the people that are going to take over from them or trying to take over from them are just pretty much like them. But because Nigerians love their oppressors differently, what can you say? Buhari is in London. Nigerians back in Nigeria are praying for him so that he will come back alive to come and continue to lead them. Are you with me? Now, look at the guy on his right. That is the governor of Yobe State. When they did their coup that kicked out Oshiomhole as the chairman of APC Egbekegbe. They appointed him to be the caretaker chairman of APC since then. I think it was since last year. Remember that Oshiomhole was made chairman as a compensation for Thiefnubu when Maiyegun was sacrificed. Long story short, that guy is the governor, at the same time, the chairman of APC, the guy on the right. The guy in the middle is the lifeless breathing mannequin, the man that is living rent-free inside the asshole rock in Abuja. He is currently staying inside the Yoruba Oduduwa house in London, the house that the Yorubas bought with our money. And they used their nationalization nonsense in 1966 to take over the house that belongs to the Yoruba people. The Oduduwa house in London, now called Abuja House. That's where he stays. If he's not there, he's inside the house, Old Rock, Abuja. Now they had to go and consult with him about the problems in their party. When some people felt like this guy has to go, another person must be in charge, another governor. You see the one on the left, if I am not mistaken, I think is the Adamu Moons. That is the education minister in Nigeria. Now, these are political jobbers called honorable men. But again, your destiny is in their hands as long as you continue to pledge your allegiance to Nigeria. I don't blame you. I'm just explaining and narrating things to you, how they are happening behind the scene and how they come out to affect you. However, there is problem. They have to do convention, choose another party executives. And these party executives are the ones that are going to conduct party primaries. And as you know, party primaries will then decide who becomes party candidates at all levels. Since politics is business, you must be strategic. Thiefnubu played his card in 2018. He got Oshiomhole and the party. But after the election, they kicked Oshiomhole out. Thiefnubu became an orphan who is now an Alimajiri begging the people that are used to adore and fear him. Long story short again, Buhari and gang, who controls this guy on the right and the party, they have their game. And in their game, it includes El Rufaya of Kaduna. It includes Ekene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga. Their plan includes Amechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot. Now, the last warning from the man receiving recharge in London, the president of Nigeria, is to send this letter to all of them. Make una behave, or else. Sorry, guys, I know this is not what you want to see, but it is a story that linked to the other from one to another. And if you probably would love political talk, which is what we do on Maiyegun's Diary Political, yeah, this should not bore you. Trust me, it won't bore you. Don't worry. Okay, a letter came from London, like a warning, and it says, His Excellency, Chairman, Progressive Governors Forum. I think this one there is actually from, what do you call it? This one is from Bagutu, another thief. The guy that helped Abacha loot and launder all the money you have been hearing about is the governor of Kebbi, right? So, as you are no doubt aware, the APC is currently facing a litany of controversies and some level of uncertainties. I don't even think I should bore you with all of this. Anyway, I can easily tell you what's in there, right? Anyway, the letter shall say, make everybody behave, you know, or else, if you let us lose power, now go suffer, just something like that, or blah 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 blah. So the plan is to give fake Pastor Ruga, or is to pair, they said to pair fake Pastor Ruga with Hell Rufaya of Kaduna. And I'm like, that's it, you are done for. Or they will eventually, if Thiefnubu side, if they manage to use the money, which is what they believe that will work, okay? If anybody, they give anybody money for delegates, you are giving delegate $10,000. Thiefnubu and gang said they will make it $20,000. If you give them $25,000 per delegate, they will do it $50,000 per delegate. They are ready. And some people believe, some of them also, they are delegates who are like members of the parliament. This money is going to help them in their own election too. But anyway, that's another thing. So if Thiefnubu side, if they manage to win the Malamu and the CPC guys side, that means it will be Thiefnubu and Gandola, the Babariga mobile banking CEO of Kano. You are finished. You know, either way, finish, right? So Thiefnubu is not taking it lightly as usual. He visited the other rogues who are always the colleagues in the business. However, this is what we brought on.
To exile. Somebody ran to me telling me that, hey, they say you are the party leader, but that party leadership is not defined yet.
They need to define this. Somebody said to me that I'm a party leader. That was when he was meeting with the senators and all of them, okay? He was telling them that, you know, I want to be president too. But you remember that that's like a detour. It was meant to be going to the eastern Nigeria, the same way he went to the northwest, northeast, north central, and he was giving them money there and all of that. Then he came to Yoruba land, southwest, yeah? He decided to go to you know, he shared money there. It was meant to be going to the eastern Nigeria, the Niger Delta, and probably see all the atrocities being committed and perpetrated by APC, the mass murder, the genocide that is being done, that are being carried out in all parts of Biafra land. Maybe he didn't want to see that yet. So he decided to go and meet the guys. And he was like, listen, people tell me I'm a party leader, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. This is my lifetime ambition. I just want to be president. That's it. You can do that for me, please. And they're like, sure, we are with you. We are members of APC. Ashwaju, we all know you. You are generous. You are this, you know what I mean? You made people, you made governors, you made this and that. That's the legacy. That's it. And he told them, he said, I am coming here to come and put on Buhari's shoes. I want to put my feet inside Buhari's shoes. Is that not scary? When people say these things to you and you brush them aside and be like, maybe God, no, that's not how it works. You get what I mean? Anyway, that's on that. However, I also see something, which is where Athiefku was talking about, you know, the fact that Thiefnubu wanted to be his deputy. It's been a long time dream for him. And how he rejected him for an Obi and all of that. Let me see if I can play that audio. Let's see if you can hear that. Let me know.
Zoning policy in 2000.
Sorry, I would have probably shared the audio. The video with you. But you know, these guys, they just don't like my face. And usually they say, because I call these guys names, and because of that, when I use their clip, which is public, it's meant to be public anyway. When I use their clip, they report it. Let me get it on something louder, and you possibly can hear what he's saying, word for word. Sorry, I'm going to take calls soon, but listen to this.
The violation of the zoning policy in 2007. And together with my friend Bola, we set up AC. We went to Lagos. He gave me a ticket. He said, but the condition of giving me that ticket is that I should make him vice president. I said, no, I'm not going to make you vice president. Instead, I nominated Senator Ben Obi, seated here. Of course, again, in 2018, when I got the ticket, again, the running mate was another Obi, coincidentally. So there is absolutely no reason, as far as I'm concerned, to say that there are either deliberate attempts to exclude the Southeast in the political participation or power sharing in this country.
So that's the bobo. Politics is business. For them, it's just business. I can go into partnership with anyone. We can form a party, and we can make a deal based on the sentiment of that we think can work. And like I told you, right? They have the right what they are going to say to our Biafran brothers and sisters, and you are going to begin to hear them now. So the sentiment of maybe Thiefnubu and gang are also going to package their own a lot. You see all these killings and all of that we have been reporting, that we have been, this injustice and all of that. Yeah, they have the right words they are bringing to you. But in all, when I narrowed it down, it's just like you are already done for. When you are angling to be trapped, when you're angling for something better, but in your own kind of what is better, description of better is limited to these two, where you can say one is evil, one is more evil, or whatever the way you describe them. Then when you figure that out, you were like, if the whole thing now balance up last, where is it going to end? You're going to end in the hands of Athiefku and Thiefnubu. Then they will tell you, yeah, choose between the devil and the deep blue sea. And like I said, they are going to begin to say the right thing, especially for those they know that Buhari and the gang have been killing for a long time. So, yeah, that was where he said it. He said, for giving you party tickets, you need to make me your vice president. When that one didn't do that, what happened? Guy man just go on and made deal with Obasanjo's PDP. And Yaradua became president. Something happened to Yaradua. Obasanjo, what do you call it? It got closer to Jonathan, 2011. He cut another deal. Then that gave him a closer look into the presidency, and he felt like, well, this is something I could do. That's why when he meets people, he tells them, listen, this is just my lifetime ambition. Let me do it. Make me president. And that's sad, because apart from that, they've got nothing new to tell you. And that is something that is so kind of shameful when you see educated people saying, if it is not Thiefnubu, who else? And some will tell you, if it is not Athiefku, who else? And you're like, these guys have nothing new to tell you. It's the same old bullshit book crap that they'll come back and tell you. And then what happened? You get smashed, terribly. And then you wait again, trying to make them, your saviors again. So it's all bull crap. There are some of us have decided never to waste our energy, resources around it anymore. Okay? But it doesn't stop us from talking about them, does it? It doesn't. So, yes, talking about the new rising feelings of Weto. Because you remember I said something, I said, when they tell you to go and get your PVC, have you asked yourselves, when I get this PVC, who am I going to use it for? Which of these people deserves my vote? And at the end of the day, have you gotten to that stage? Have you managed to get to that stage where you feel like, Omo, it is useless. It is powerless, because they control the medium where that usefulness of your voter's card could be tested. They control that medium. So when you begin to break it down, you realize that it's absolutely useless. It could have been so powerful. If all of you say, oh yeah, we're going to reject all this old ag, Our future can be in their hands. But yeah, you can't do it because they control the system. So this recent going on, I hope it will kind of snowball to where people can have enough courage and talk about it, and then walk the talk on our own part. They are preparing for election and all of that. Yeah, there are so many moves that can make it a long and very long journey for them. Some of these actions are always good to be talked about when they are active than to be discussed when they are in incubation. You know what I mean now? So yeah, something is cooking, something nicer, something that is going to give these guys a run for their money. And trust me, it is something they are not, in fact, looking at. And that is coming from the Yoruba sons and daughters all over the world who are tired of being used as pawn in their chess, in their political chess table. People die and they don't care. They don't even talk about them. All of these are coming back to haunt them. And I don't think they know, talk less of caring about it. And that is the Achilles heel that is going to bend them. And I'm going to rather hold on there. Now, let me start taking my calls, because I intended to start this by making it conversational for everyone in this case. So I've kind of overshot my own time. But yeah, I'll open the line and you can ask all your questions, add your own contribution. And when I get back, we'll start doing that, just for the sake of having enough callers tonight. I'll be back. Let me refill my tea. Hello there.
The 10-star General, Maye.
Yes, sir. How are you tonight?
We praise God. May God bless you, my brother.
Amen.
This is Rodney from London. Amen. Thank you, my brother. I've been listening to you, and this is the temple of truth.
It is.
The way the team be. Now only truth, they flow come out here. My brother, I can't believe what is going on in Nigeria now. Diesel, like you said, is 700 naira now. You know, in those days, in the art of warfare, in those days, they would nations would lay siege against another nation. They would block their avenue for food and water to make sure that they stay like that. And they will wait patiently for 2 years, 3 years, until the people hunger, and they start killing
when they
themselves.
run out of supply.
Yeah, they will now start killing themselves. You will now see women who are killing their children. So today we will chop your own, we'll chop your own son. Tomorrow we will chop mine. And they will chop the first one's on today. The next day now the other one will say, no, we're not going to chop my pikin, or then Kasala go boss. So does that tell us anything about Nigeria? Is there anything that reminds us of in Nigeria? All the ritual killings, all the armed robbery, all wickedness that they show towards one another. You see, Nigeria just happened to me too. It happened to me 3 weeks ago when my brother-in-law, they just downloaded over 500,000 naira. He was looking at his phone as the money was leaving.
Really?
And Nigeria
they tapped his account and they were taking his money.
Live, he was looking at it like this. The thing was going. The guy almost fainted. He almost committed
Well, he'll get
suicide.
it back from his bank anyway, Abi.
From which bank? Which bank? That is the problem now. They don't get nothing back. And then it came closer to my own house, close to me. Bang, 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 bang. The money that was sent from UK yesterday, they downloaded it. Bam. You don't finish.
From your Nigerian
from
account.
Bank. From account. They went to bank. Bank said, we are investigating. My brother is gone.
But in the UK, if your money is taken like that, the first thing is that the bank will have to put the money back and they will continue the investigation.
That's exactly how it works.
I mean,
they don't ask you no questions. They do their own investigation, but they give you your money back. They first settle you, But it doesn't happen in Nigeria.
That happened, or maybe. Well, I mean, I'll let you finish, Rodney. It's crazy comparing, so I don't want to compare.
Well, this is the second one, but in the same household, this is the second one that has happened.
In the space of 3 weeks.
The first one was over 500,000 naira. The next one was about 30-something thousand naira. Just gone like that. And there is nothing you can do about it. This is Nigeria. People are getting really desperate. They are getting
desperate. The real desperation is that people are discovering that even when they have the money, it is becoming worthless. It's like you pack a bag of money to go and get a cereal. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And people are beginning to realize that, like, what is going on?
And you see, it's so sad that many people don't even understand what is going on. I wish many people would make their news channel Maiyegun, because you will sit down, you will talk for hours, you will break down so many things and the political trends, how it is going. If these people were listening, maybe like some November last year, they would have heard that February for you in 2022 is going to begin hell.
We're saying it since November. You are right.
That's right. You were saying, look, from February, you say you don't know anything. Now enjoy Christmas, because from February your life is going to begin another trajectory, and that is what is going on. And in case people that are listening to us from Nigeria, tell your people, they have laid siege against you. They have blocked your borders so that there will not be food in your land. There will not be money. Now your electricity grid is gone down, because when you don't have electricity, you are even more desperate. So there will be more killings, more murders, more kidnappings, more everything. Do you know how many people will become unemployed because the price of fuel has gone up? How many businesses will shut down? Where do you think those people will go? What do you think they will be doing? I heard that in a very simple, normal city now, I don't want to call the name, it's a village that just on to say it's Aton, that they are already, or in Ogun State, they are just breaking into people's houses.
Now.
So Nigerians, what is the answer? Revolution is the answer. And if una no listen to Maiyegun, una no listen to Rodney, una no listen to the people where they talk, una go listen to the voice of the siege and the hunger and the anger where go rise up from una body, it go make una stand. Shebi we say we are in London, we are in US, it's not affecting us. No, Now you send the money where then they download from account.
Rodney, thank you
May
very
God bless
much.
us.
Let me take another one again.
Thank you, my
I hope
brother.
I hope they probably, it is not that they are not hearing. They talk about that all the time themselves. It is just what it is, like they say. About it is what it is, Jare. We know what they will kill us. See, they will kill you, okay? But they are killing you right now. You are already preparing to empower your killers again. Then you're going to turn around and say they are killing us. Nothing we can do. Well, hello.
Hello, Baba.
Yima, my brother. It's been a long time.
Baba Alpha. Baba. Adi Alpha now.
I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
Oh boy. I just did watch your program. I did pity them. It's about to go down in that place.
It is.
It's about to go down in that place. Name it. There's no light. There's no water. There's no roads. There's no fuel. There's nothing. And people are just carrying on as if we'll go survive, we'll go this, we'll go that.
They are proud Nigerians, remember?
I just get tired with some kind of things, my brother. At all, they tell everybody. Sorry, Bat, they tell everybody. The old Bat, they tell everybody, say he won't become president of what future? What future?
Buhari shoe as well. Because this shoe, where everybody talks, they won't die. Another person will enter. And this time around,
Atiku is there.
Patient.
Atiku is there telling the Igbos that every time that he contested, he always chose an Igbo man. Where were you when people were slaughtered in Igbo land?
No, he's there in Dubai.
What did you do? I don't understand. Me and just don't understand some kind of thing. Oh boy. Is this real?
It is what it is.
Is this Nigeria?
Maiyegun, it is what it is. Now they stay here. Now they stay abroad. You don't understand. Now it is what it is. I said, make me understand how comfortable you are doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. Please, let me understand. They couldn't make me understand.
And then you will now cry out tomorrow. You know the amount of people that will be unemployed very soon. As the crime rises. Just like the last caller said, there's a siege right in front of you. You have no food, you have no light, you have no water, you have no communication, you have nothing. And you are just, everything is okay to you people.
Survive. And you know one thing is that when you experience this APC and you are willing to make Thiefnubu your president and then APC in charge and the rest, or you are willing to go to Athiefku who lives in Dubai and the rest of that.
Tinubu and Gandola.
I mean, say, so far, no, they tire people. I don't understand. I mean,
Tinubu and Gandola, the bullion van and the Babariga ATM. Oh God, you are finished.
Finish them.
Please, help me send a message to Alano that we were so grateful that we watched him and we are so happy. Some of us are learning from what he's doing, and we are so proud. We are so proud. Some of us are non-Yorubas, but we know we know the light. We see what is true. Tell him that we are so happy. Tell him that I said great historian. You will understand. Thank you very much, Maiyegun.
Bless you, Yima.
Greet everybody. Greet Agbeke.
Agbeke here, and let me greet the women, and everybody.
You were here.
Cheers, man.
Thank you so much.
Nice one. So I have another caller on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you?
I say, man, yeah, for real.
How you doing?
I'm fine. But the man borrow Nigeria won't corny.
That's why lighting room a little bit with something like comica and all that, because it can get you so kind of depressed where you are there listening. You'll just be like, or something needs to cheer you up. That's why I quite mix them up as well. It's depressing, trust me.
I say sometimes if I even listen to this, so-called, they are so-called, not mine. They are so-called elites. Elites. Ní German máa ń pè wọ́n penna. Wọ́n rí rádaràdáre dèrè torí ìwà wọn ò dá náà ni. Bó wọ́n ṣe jòyàn. Bí ẹranko àyèwádà. Like, you know, I mean, this is getting so depressing and worse every day. Torí ẹ̀ láti ṣe pariwo ẹ fi àwọn èèyàn wá sílẹ̀. Ẹ tún fẹ́ pa Májàsọ́lá. Ẹ ti mú ẹ tì mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ tún fẹ́ pa bẹ́ẹ̀ pa Délégiwá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pa Anthony General àwọn aláyégbà Bọ́lá Ìgè. Wọ́n á lọ gbé Fáyọ̀ ló pa. Irọ́ burúkú ẹ pa Bọ́lá Ìgè. Ó ń tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń gbádùn káàkiri ni. You know, gbogbo nǹkan wá bàjẹ́. In fact, tí máa yẹ pa àráyé mọ̀, tí máa yẹ pé nǹkan ti wá bàjẹ́, àti ẹ̀ lè sọ̀rọ̀ sport mọ́, àrùn ti sport mọ́. Torí nǹkan ti bàjẹ́. Àwọn tá ní league mọ̀, ṣe rántí ayé ìgbà tá a play Premier League ní Nàìjíríà lá. When last did you create jobs through sports? When last did they even talk about it like it's gonna work out? Abeti Gbagbaye Yimba, Uwanyamu National, Julius Baga, Shooting Stars, Tamalong Back Conveyor for Africa. Gbogbo àwọn Egypt ṣe ní Ozamalek, Tunisia. Gbogbo wọn sì ní league. Àwọn ọmọ àlẹ́ àjókòó sí garage. Wọ́n mọ̀ jà torí Chelsea àti àfẹ́dà. Wọ́n lè gúnra wọn gò. Wọ́n máa bára wọn jà torí nonsense. Àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ bá ìjọba yí jà lé lórí ẹ̀ bá wọn jà. Ẹ lè bá wọn jà náà. Ẹ lè bá wọn jà. Iná tẹ́ máa fi wo bọ́ọ̀dù wọn máa tọ̀ air pollution ayé. Babala air pollution. You know, there are a lot of things that we can't even discuss about because the major things that should be met, I mean, the basic amenities are not there.
They are not.
The basic amenities, they are not
worried. They just talk about them. Nino, Kosino. Kosino, Kosomi. That's it.
We can't. So because of all those, there are no basic amenities. You can't even discuss deep grassroots about other things. Say, man, funny sport, for example, and we're basketball league, and me are the basketball player. And say, mo di àwọn talent see that Nigeria don't kill naturally. And àwọn ọmọ wa tó lọ gbọ́ Olympics, wọ́n wá kó mọ̀ fún wọn fọ́sọ́. Jésù. Àlè rí bí ìrọ̀pá rí sí fàmù wálé. You know, ní country.
Pali cabin wálé.
Anything. There are companies who sponsor sports. Eleganza, Excite Packers. Different little things. We can't even discuss about them anymore because
we don't talk about kidnappings. We talk about looting. We talk about no power, no this, no that, and then we talk about increasing poverty, and then we keep talking about them. And they keep making
talking about it.
We keep talking about them.
You know,
and they keep making them worse.
So what enjoy that? So what they call So let's say foreign land. What are the okay, Donald Trump, for example, when they were intervening for that presidential election, as Joe Biden, Bernard Kinney Sanders. Only I will block illegal immigration through Mexico. Wọ́n wá bí Igbo ló ṣe ṣe. Ó ní fún wọn kan wọ́ọ̀ láti òkè dé òkè lọ. Wọ́ọ̀ yẹn máa gùn gan. Wọ́n á tún bí Igbo ló ṣe sponsor. Ó sọ pé Mexico ni ó sanwó. Ẹ lọ bí àwọn tó wà will create electricity. Igbo ló ṣe ṣe. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Of course, now we'll do it. We'll bring experts. Once they start speaking, big grammar, I will bring experts. Yes. We have experts. We have this. They'll say, he knows what he's talking about. He will bring experts. Story.
You roll. And we still want to. And then I get by it. I'm on the phone. So my son, I pick one, make it slim meta. So I pick one, wow, equivalent to UK, right? Àwọn ìgbà yẹn gan, àwọn that one, they were still complaining like, things are not getting so good and stuff like that. But afterwards, right now, is it not even worse than that time?
It is.
So, Ọpẹ́ni Fólúwa pé aláwọn èèyàn bíi Májàsọ́lá, I need Professor Akitola, make all these people help us, to achieve our aim, so we can get there to the promised land, which is Yoruba nation. And then we can henceforth from there, plan for the future.
That's right.
So, Baba, one love, Clement from Stuttgart.
God bless you. Clement also Yoruba the Ara Oyo. Clearly. Hello there.
Ekale. Ẹkú mẹ́ta.
Ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú. Ẹjọ́ máa ní láti bá mi máa mix ẹ̀. Mi ò fẹ́ ká sọ ẹjọ́ bá mi sọ Maiyegun General political di Yoruba platform completely. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n, as in, mo like
don't worry. I'm a very dynamic guy.
Audience me. Share mind. Kẹ́ bá mi máa mix ẹ̀.
That one is normal.
God bless you. My reason is becoming like that, and no, that's not Maiyegun General political. I don't want us to be that. But again, sir, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to add that to Clement earlier, but yours came in.
Yeah.
Please, go on.
Like I was saying, last week I tried like hell to get
say that again.
To you on Monday. Last week, Monday, when they released Oloye, it was my happiest day in life. I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for what you have been doing.
Thank you too for the support.
Now, the problem we are having now is this. We are living on false reality. And unknown to our people, they've accepted abnormal to be normal to them.
That's right.
This government has destroyed our morale. We are like, when you take a hen, you've starved that hen for days. No access to food, no corn, no cereal to eat. Afterwards, you're now removing the shell. Yeah. You're not removing it one after the other until you naked that hen.
That's right.
That there was nothing in its body again as shelter. You now still starve it again for another 7 days. Any day you give that hen a single corn, you will look like a savior to it.
That's right.
Because it has been deprived more than normal. Everybody living in Nigeria, they've turned our life upside down.
I mean, if we have to confess.
Unfortunately, we are living on false hope from religious body. We voted for government since 1999, and they are making our life miserable. And the churches and mosques, they are giving us false hope. We vote for a president. We'll be open on God to bring normality to our life. What a irony. See, anybody listening to me and Maiyegun now, for everything to be normal in that place called Nigeria, that place called Nigeria needs to be shut down. Being in Nigeria means you are a slave. No identity. You are living on false identity. Yoruba is Yoruba. Igbira is Igbira. Egba is Egba. Ekiti is Ekiti. Takpa is Takpa.
That's right.
Bonu is Bonu. Calabar is Calabar.
Absolutely.
But you just do permutation, combination, tell us we are all Nigerians. And unfortunately, many of our people, they are living on the history of Israelites and not on their own history. How long will we be suffering? How long are we going to be like this?
And that's a big thing, though. Baba, see, if you want to have everybody's attention, no wahala, just don't touch God in it. You know what I mean? They have managed to keep us under that, and I'm like, I'm going to touch it. I'm going to talk about it. Because without talking about it, if you can't beat that fear, then forget it, you can't beat any fear.
You said something last week. In fact, I wrote that thing and I put it on my form of the WhatsApp group I belong to.
Wow.
Nigeria is thriving on the fear and the blood of the innocent people that have been killed.
That's right.
Nigeria today is alive because we people will fear to confront people that enslaved us.
Mm.
See, all these politicians we are seeing today, all those people preaching about God to us today, all of them are nothing but Judas goat.
I call them opportunists. Honestly speaking, if people can
No.
think deeper.
They are Judas goat because they are benefiting from the system. So everything should continue. It is the day that Nigeria dies, that the Yoruba nation comes alive, that Biafra nation comes alive, that Igboho nation come alive, that Hausa or Arewa nation comes alive.
Right.
That is why that is the time anybody there living there will live a normal life. We are all mad people because they've run us mad.
In an asylum, mad place.
They've run us mad. I just pray that day will come. And to pray it won't be long. Today, I saw the journal that Yoruba nation has already sued federal government to court in Osun State and Ekiti.
Yes.
That constitution they are using, they want to conduct election on there, is fraudulent.
It is.
What's the input of the constituent? People of Osun State, people of Ekiti State, what was their input when they were doing that constitution that formed the system that is running us mad?
That is now.
Were we even aware?
Yeah.
Were we even aware of anything when they were even doing that constitution? 1957, when Nigeria was about to begin independence, everybody was involved.
That's right.
1960 constitution, everybody was involved.
They had input.
1962 constitution. When 1962 constitution, everybody had input. That was when they formed Middle Belt. But this is the Nigerian constitution fraudulent that formed the system that is destroying us. What was the input of the Yoruba? What was the input of the Ife people? What was the input of the Biafrans? What was the input of the Calabar?
There is no input of anybody. It was Abdul Salami who drafted it and he gave it to them. Obasanjo then used it.
And today
since then.
And today we are celebrating them. These people are supposed to be dead. And see, I will be blunt this time around. Nigerians, if you want to be free from your captor, be ready to kill them because they are killing you on a daily basis. Tinubu is just a bullet. Atiku, likewise Atiku. MC Oluomo. I mean, 2-3 days ago, he was being shown as like a role model. He was doing birthday. They were posting him left, right, center. Look at it. In a same society, do we supposed to even know this guy at all? You're not telling me I shouldn't be even better to go to school again. Just tell me I should just go to garage and become a Agbero. I will be like Oluomo. The son will be my role model, Oluomo. I want to be an Agbero. So no medical doctor, no lawyer, no pharmacist as role model again.
No. We
are all aspiring to be like Oluomo.
The society shapes everybody's mind and they have a way of doing it. And these characters are the characters we see all the time. And they will shape that same society. Like the society will look the society through them or through their lenses. And this is because they are the only ones we have. Until
I look at the celebrities.
No more.
I look at the celebrity of Yoruba. All these Yojo, first freaks, Yabo Ojo. I look at Yoronke Shodi. Who are they projecting out? MC Oluomo.
That's right.
I look at it. We are gone for. We are gone. And until we shut down this useless system called Nigeria, people will be ready to kill them. Your enemy that have been tying your destiny down, be ready to drop them. They need to die. And like the song that we normally sing here, what is way out? So revolution. People prepare to fight. Now let me just add this one as the last part.
Quickly, please.
The God that they use his name to tie you down. The God of Israelites, the God of Saudi Arabia that they use his gospel to tie you down. In him is your solution. Do you know why their solution is named?
Tell us.
In the whole of the Bible.
Yes.
If you ask what's the name of God, I am that I am, El Shaddai, blah, blah, blah. All those ones are nickname of the God of Israel. The only time the God of Israel told people his name, he said, I am the Lord of the host. Nothing is impossible for me. He didn't say, I'm the Lord of the coward. He has armies. So if you want to say the God of Israelites is your God, be ready to fight. Gideon fought war. Ruth fought war. Joshua fought war. And that was why they were being recorded. They only used Jesus' gospel to tie your brain down, to turn you to mumu.
Jesus said no more war, no physical, not spiritual now. You get? Everything is not physical anymore. It's our war is carnal. You know that's our war is not carnal, something like that. That's what they say now.
Yes, if they want to collect your money, they remember Malachi, Abraham that fought war. But when they want to turn you to mumu, they will divide you to Jesus and Paul the apostle. See, liberate yourself from that gospel, that book. They tie you down. Yesterday, I went to my lawyer's place. When I saw this book, the history of Yoruba, I said, yay. Sometimes ago, I was looking for the hard copy. I couldn't get it. That was why I went for soft copy. And when I immediately laid my hand on the soft copy of Yoruba history, that was the time I stopped reading Bible. As a Yoruba guy, go and look for the history of Yoruba by Samuel Johnston. That's your Bible. That is your history. The day you read that history, you know that we have people that are more powerful than David and Goliath. We have Ibikunle. We have a Gomola that fought.
And these are real wars, oh. These are verifiable wars, oh. These are the Yoruba history, oh.
Not like last month. I was going around Bereoje.
I'm going to stop you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, just because of our time. We have been together for over 10 minutes.
Last one. When I saw Ibikunle's house, I have to pack and pay homage. Yes, this is my own forefather, not David, Abraham, Isaac. Yoruba, Biafra, go back and read your history.
Yes.
Then you'll be able to fight these useless politicians. May God save us from the bondage of Nigeria. Have a wonderful day, sir.
God bless you. Thank you so much, by the way. I have another caller, but I'm going to have him hang on for me for a second. Please hang there for me for a minute, okay? So what happened is that the reason why I don't want, I know I have a lot of my brothers and sisters Yorubas who watch watches the Maiyegun General Politico. So historically, as it has always been, it is always the mixture of Yoruba and English, so that I can reach more and more audience. Do you understand that? So historically, Maiyegun General Politico is not 100% Yoruba speaking platform. I'm proud of my language. I can speak Yoruba better. Can speak any of those languages that's convenient for me, especially in Yoruba, all right? But when I want to speak, when I know that my audience are not 100% Yorubas, then I'm completely going to be alienating friends, fans, supporters who have been with Maiyegun. They are non-Yorubas. They have been with Maiyegun for years. How do you think I got them? I didn't use any interpreter on Maiyegun General Politico. I am my own interpreter, and that's why my message gets better to them. Now, when you call me, that's the conversation, all right? I'm not stopping you from speaking the language you love or feel comfortable with, but you need to be willing to mix it with English. If you don't, right, I may end the call. Don't take offense. I want the communication to be inclusive. I want everybody listening to understand what you are saying. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't speak Yoruba. Say it clearly. Say it. Do that. But be ready as well to at least mix it better with something my other audience can listen to. And if you are not comfortable with that, I will cut you off. Do you understand? I hope you will respect that, just for the sake of everyone. Hello, are you still there? Oh, give me a sec, sorry. Hello there.
Yeah, good evening, Maiyegun.
Oh, Baba, how are you? Sorry for keeping you waiting, okay? Because people can misunderstand things, but at the same time, I just want us to understand ourselves better, okay? Don't take offense if you feel like, I'm talking to people there. Please, go on.
Oh, yeah, good evening, Maiyegun. How are you?
I am so well. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank God. We thank God. And hello to the comrades in the house.
Grand.
Pertaining to the topic today, Maiyegun, we have a long way to go, honestly. There's something we are lacking, which is awareness. A lot of people don't even know the objectives and the purpose of the Yoruba nation. And I think we have a long way to go, mobilization and everything, making people aware of the reason why they need to leave that contraction called Nigeria, and the reason why they need to embrace Yoruba nation. We have to make them know. A lot of people don't even know. I mean, I've been doing some things like I told you, and somebody I had to explain to them. I had to tell them, this is what we're gonna get. We'll be in charge of our resources. We'll be doing our own thing. We'll be doing our own. We have our own constitution. We have our own. We have our own constitutional lawyers who are gonna draft them. Everybody's gonna be involved. Right. We have our resources, natural resources, human resources. We're able to deal with people we have to deal with. And somebody asked me a question. He said, what are we going to do about the Hausa coming? I said, first of all, we have to, when we have our Yoruba nation by God's grace, we have to have a very strong border, and which we don't have to allow any kind of terrorists to come into our own state. And we have a lot of jobs to do. And all these Tinubu, these people have nothing to offer us. They have nothing. People need to start knowing that. And a lot of Nigerians they have to wake up. A lot of people have to wake up. Because I was going through Instagram, and there was a woman that her husband took her to Nigeria with the kid. And the husband went back to Europe with the papers. And somebody was writing in the comment section that, not this comment section, I mean in the Instagram, that when they tell you to go to school, you won't go to school. Has that got to do with going to school? It's just awareness, and these are the things we lack. People lack it. People are not aware that the reason why they are in the trouble is because of that constitution, and you keep electing people who are not ready to change it. No. And people keep electing people who are ready to do nothing. They don't want to do anything about it because it serves them. It serves them,
exactly.
It helps them.
I mean, so you're not going to tell me to change something that works for me, especially if I'm also like selfish and greedy. I don't have to care about anybody who that is affecting. It's working for me. It's easier for me. You can't just tell me to stop it. In a way, that's exactly what it is to those politicians today.
Good politicians, and it's terrible, very, very terrible that we find ourselves in this kind of position whereby people are not even ready to be aware. A lot of things are happening here. Someone got kidnapped here in South Africa. A guy got kidnapped. He owns a club here, a Nigerian guy. And you can't believe people, a set of people. I also just got to know about a day ago. I think yesterday I got to know about it. And they were telling me that they went to the consulate, and the consulate was telling them, this guy was kidnapped around, I think last week Friday. Imagine. Last week Friday. And the consulate said, we didn't hear anything. And I was telling these guys, I said, do you know why it's like this? It's because we don't have a forum. We don't have a community. We've not created all this community. And I'm using that platform. I'm also using that, Nigeria don't happen to them now. So I'm using that situation to talk to people that we need to come together here in South Africa. We need to create a forum whereby we need to talk to ourselves as Yoruba people. We need to talk. We need to sit down. We need to start drafting things that we want. We can't be, this thing can happen to a Chinese here. Yeah. If it happens to a Chinese, I'm sure the South Africa will be shaking by now. I'm telling you. Or a Pakistan guy. Because those guys have their own communities and they don't joke with it.
That's right.
You see that attitude, it's not affecting me now. It's affecting everybody.
It will.
If you like,
everybody, you might touch everybody, Baba. It's just that some people just learn how to hide it or live in denial. Everybody don't touch. No joke.
Exactly. If you like, go to the moon. As long as, like you used to say, if there's network there, it will get to you. Nigeria
we text you and tell you, say it don't happen. Oh, you run away from Atabi. Now where you did so send money. Oh, it don't happen here. Oh. Yeah. It's true. You can't run away from it.
So the message to everybody, the message to our Yoruba people, that constitution that we have as a president is not working for you, and it will never work for you. If you like, call Allah. If you like, call Jesus. I mean, president, like call anything, it will work for you. Imagine,
and that doesn't mean that your faith or anything is to a question. It's because you are putting Nigeria. They are making you call God for Nigeria, something that is deliberately put together to fail. Is that not to test your faith as a Christian? If you have, if you pay attention very well, right? Is that not them trying to make you tempting you to blaspheme against God? They are making you beg God to change Nigeria. Nigeria that deliberately, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is what it is. Imagine, I saw a video on Instagram. A man was videoing his, what do you call it, his fuel, whatever, and he was praying to God. God, don't allow this. Are you kidding me? You telling God not to allow the fuel to come down. Are you serious? Like, is that you ask for a
place? That's why somebody who called earlier said that my caller earlier said that every abnormal thing in Nigeria is normal and it is deliberate as long as they're benefiting from it.
I'm telling you, and these are the things we need to take out. We need to educate people. We need to make them aware of what's going on. And everybody should try doing whatever you can do. Even at your place of work, if you have Nigerians working there, try and talk to them. Yoruba people, talk to them. Everybody, whatever you do is not little. Whatever talk, whatever education you want to give to people, it's not little. Just start doing it right now. Start doing it.
Thanks, man.
If we want our kids to live a better life, start doing it right now for Yoruba Nation. Thank you, Maiyegun. Thank you, Maiyegun.
God bless you. Thanks so much,
Yeah.
that's a good one there.
Yeah.
I have okay, let me say a shout out to Unwa Biafra. This your message. Don't get it twisted, okay? I will never apologize for speaking Yoruba. I said I enjoy it. I mean, I see people, when people call me and they speak Yoruba and all of that, I enjoy it. But what I'm saying is that I am the anchor, okay? Yes, we can speak any language we want. At the same time, we don't want to be alienated. Look at it this way, right? Let's say somebody come on now and they start speaking Igbo. Would you say they are wrong to do that? Of course, you wouldn't say they are wrong. And I will be completely alienated because I don't understand Igbo completely. If somebody comes in here and say all that, right? I mean, being considerate, one of the things that makes people comfortable, including those who are actually not even like from Nigeria, other part of Africa. Do you know why they're comfortable? Maiyegun's very political, despite my, I don't know what my accent sounds like to so many people all over the world, right? But they are interested because they could still get the message. They could understand what is going on. I want my message understood as far as possible, and I don't want to alienate anyone. That's something I said, come on, is becoming a pattern. And what that means is that gradually, little by little, people will have the impression that Maiyegun's Diary Political is Yoruba platform. I did not come to you with that identity. I did not come to anybody. You didn't come to see me as a Maiyegun Yoruba platform. I could have been speaking Yoruba and I'll still have my own audience. But I choose not to speak just Yoruba because I want more people to hear about what I'm saying. So, and when I'm chatting with you, I don't want to alienate anyone. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Speak it. I want to hear it. Even when I don't understand it, I'll tell you, speak it. Then give us an interpretation because it's all about passing message and passing message. And because I take calls and I take my calls randomly. Do you understand that? So which means I may take calls because I have more Yoruba people on Maiyegun's Diary Political amazingly because, yeah, I'm a Yoruba man. However, when I take my calls randomly, it becomes a general conversation. So just have it at the back of your mind. It's not because you can't. If you can't speak, somebody said I can't speak English. Come on. You don't have to speak English, grammar and all of that. Just make your communication enough for us to be able to at least not alienate others. Do you understand? Speak broken, add it with Yoruba, add down with Igbo, add down with South, add down with anything. Just communicate enough that we will not feel alienated. So don't take any offense and don't apologize for speaking your language. All right? And that doesn't limit you. It is just my policy on Maiyegun's Diary Political. I want my message out there, not just for the Yorubas. It is for a lot of people, which I don't even know, and I may never know. But I do get feedback because it works for me. So please keep that in mind. And thank you very much for your patience so far. I have another person on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Oh, is that Prince Jejeman?
Yes, this is Prince Jejeman.
Oh, that's Prince Jejeman. I've been reading the comment. People were saying, give us Prince Jejeman. Give us Prince Jejeman. I don't know why, but I've been reading your names in the comments anyway. So here we go. Prince, how are you?
Yeah, fine, Maiyegun. We thank you so much. We appreciate what you are doing to start
Thank
with.
you.
And secondly, I want also to thank Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. They've really helped the people to be aware of the dangers around them. Tonight, I want to drop a bit bomb. One is this, Buhari is in London.
Yes.
And, when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, they brought their case up. And to the surprise of everyone, they never put in their case that Buhari and Nnamdi Kanu said that Buhari is dead.
No, they didn't. No. That Buhari is buried in Saudi Arabia. When they are charging Nnamdi Kanu, that was not part of the charges. I don't know why. But they said he insulted him. He insulted Buhari. That's part of the charges.
To accuse somebody who is alive that he is dead, is a grievous offense. It's very, very bad. You know that? You understand? If you watch, you see that Nigerian news media, they never carry this news. They are being warned never to carry the news. I don't know if you are following.
I'm with you.
Because why I'm touching this aspect tonight is because of the security of our people, right? Nnamdi Kanu, why we follow him religiously and why we love him so much is because he says the truth at all times and he's consistent just like you. Get what I mean?
I'm with you.
And whenever he's behind the microphone, he gets message not just from above, because whatever he has told us or he has said, all have come to pass. You understand? And those that have not come to pass, we see them every day coming to pass. You get what I mean?
I'm with you.
So the Buhari you see in London, is not the Buhari, and that's where I'm going. Okay. It's not the Buhari that Nigeria voted in 2015. Buhari that Nigeria voted in 2015 died in 2017. And that is the truth. That's why they didn't bring that issue in their case, because they cannot prove it. Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
Why I'm bringing this up tonight is to tell Nigerians that this very point is where they're gonna hold on, you understand? Because the Fulani terrorists that are handling the presidency of Nigeria, they want to overrun Nigeria with all the open border they did by bringing all the terrorists from Sahel, from all African countries. They want to make Nigeria the country of Fulanis. Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
That's why there is an endemic nepotism in Nigeria. If you go to NNPC that is not functioning, the NNPC is not functioning at all. But all the workers that are there, 99% are Fulanis, and they are collecting salary.
Yeah.
They are collecting salary, and the salary is the taxpayers' money. The VAT that comes from rivers, the VAT that comes from Lagos State, that's what they use in paying them. And lastly, they are now doing what is called running a program called Operation Safe Corridor. All these terrorists that came from all these terrorists that came from Sahel are now recruited into army, custom, police, you understand, and civil defense. All the security apparatus of Nigeria today, they have all been polluted.
Compromised.
Are you getting me? They have all been polluted, compromised, and for that reason, the security of Nigerians are at stake. There is danger. Our people need to know this. Let nobody be talking. All these are the thing that all these politicians that want that like our dear people that like show ready to be talking about. Sorry to mention his name. Are you getting me? The constitution, which is a terrorist constitution that was concocted by Fulani, spearheaded terrorists, spearheaded by the Abu Salam, who's supposed to be in live jail. if it's Nigeria is a country. I getting me? The Nigerian politicians, they are all terrorists, because if they are not terrorists, they would, that constitution, they will not use it to be running, because they know that constitution.
That's why we said maybe the solo revolution that we're talking about, maybe if it ever happened at all, maybe that's what will change and shift the paradigm, shift it to the side. The constitution is working for them. They will never change it. They will never bury it, except when people bury them with it. Trust me.
Exactly. But the point why I'm saying it is that people will, that is what the people should be clamoring. That's where people should be holding on. That Buhari is dead, and is dead in reality. And that constitution, which is a terrorist constitution that they are using to run down. Every day people are dying. People will die. 300 people will be killed in a day in a country.
Nobody's responsible for it.
And no news, no panel, nothing is set up. No name is mentioned. BBC is not mentioning it. Sky News is not carrying it. CNN is not carrying it. It's only in Nigeria. I get it, Maiyegun. These are the things that we need to make our people to their eyes to be open, because the security is what concerns me. And why? This is the reason why this is the reason why we IPOB, we are under oath. That's why we are deadly good. We are under oath, not to compromise. And even the DSS that do sneak into the IPOB,
try to break in.
Exactly. Immediately they take that oath. They cannot be comfortable, because time will come. They will be found out, because that oath will make you must misbehave. You must find a way to cause disunity. You must find a way to misbehave. Yes, the person must be exposed. That's why. You understand me? So they cannot hide inside IPOB or around IPOB. It's not possible. I get me, Maiyegun. You know? So kudos to you. You are doing a great job. One-man battalion you are. And we so much have confidence in what you are doing, and keep it up. You understand? God bless you so much.
And you
I submit my case.
Man. That's Prince. The man that is taking me to London next month. I have another call. Hello there.
Hello, yeah, good evening. This is Dari calling from Denmark.
Oh, did you say Dari from Denmark?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, it's my first time calling. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
So,
and I'm actually, I don't know. I think I'm speaking with someone for the first time, from Denmark. How are you, Dari?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. And thanks for all the efforts you put into everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my opinion is a little bit different from what everyone is saying.
Please share it, please.
So I don't know if it's welcome. For me, I don't believe in
welcome, I mean, go on, go for it.
Yeah, for me, I don't believe in dividing Nigeria.
Okay.
For me, I believe that we are not looking at the bigger picture of the whole thing. Sometimes we mostly focus on the Fulanis and every other tribe that they are the source of the problem, but everyone in Nigeria contributes. Every tribe in Nigeria contributes to the situation where Nigeria is, and no one can say that's a lie. Every tribe. So focusing on one tribe or blaming one tribe is not the solution. We have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, in my own opinion, is the Western power. We are all fighting, the Africans in general, we're all fighting against the Western power. So we're fighting ourselves, or saying we want to divide the country. Like we are dividing ourselves into smaller pieces. Because they control the economy, they control everything. So for me, it's my own opinion.
No, it's a brilliant one. I may have a question for you as well, Dari. Okay. You know, talking about bigger picture. All right, because it's like when we say break up, it's like we're going to lose something big for something smaller, and that out there is, to you, according to you, right, is undesirable. So we can indeed make this one work. But if you have to look at Nigeria for 61 years, right? I know you are likely going to say, well, Maiyegun, I know there's a problem. But again, what do you really think has been the benefit of that bigger picture, bigger Nigeria to the smaller units of Nigeria? Even though we have lost a lot, what can you say is the real benefit that we are losing if we have to break into smaller one? In your own opinion as well.
For me, I think we break into the smaller one is we giving the Western even more power to control the whole Africa, because no African, even the smaller Africans, they are not even
Africa
doing well
right now. We know that, and we see what's going on. Like Africa is handed over to them, even to China. Like they don't even have to struggle to control Africa. African leaders are handing Africa to them. So
what I believe is, it's my own opinion. I'm still I that's why I'm listening to you every time.
I'm enjoying it too, because I like contrary opinions, right? Because sometimes, right, even you've thought this, you've possibly thought this true, right? Like, okay, yeah, we can have it this way. Maybe my question can help you further research into your own belief too, and say, well, okay, so that's what I want to learn. So, of course, your opinion, all right? So you believe that breaking into smaller units gives the Western power, it gives them more leverage, advantage, yeah?
It gives them more leverage. And we as Nigerians, the only thing I believe we need to do is all to work together. I believe every tribe to work together.
How? If we have to work together, in your own opinion,
and that, I think that's what we need to figure out. I don't know, but I believe that's what we need to figure out.
Okay.
But we dividing ourselves, I don't think that's the solution. You know, if we can figure out how to fix Nigeria, then we can figure out how to change our constitution, where every tribe we can decide on how we want to govern ourselves. That's my own belief, and I pray one day this can work. And if it doesn't work, I'm okay with we dividing. But before we divide, I think it's good to look if we can unite.
Having a conversation, right? Even having a conversation, healthy conversation around this. What are the reasons of the division and all of that, right? Can be a process into peaceful breakup. And let me tell you something, Dari, yeah? Breaking into any smaller unit, yeah, is never going to really reduce the influence of the Western power. In fact, it will build more respect, trust me, in this regard, yeah?
Okay.
When we become smaller units, right, we will be more respected, but they won't lose the control. They still control us. As big as Nigeria is, they are talking about a superpower all over the world. Nigeria, the biggest black nation on earth, is the super beggar all over the world. You get what I mean now? So it's not really advantageous to us, but I quite, I go with you with that contrary opinion, and you can probably look deeper too with what I said. What do you think?
All right. I watch Maiyegun every night. There's never a time I miss your program. So I'm also willing to learn, but that's my own personal opinion.
We all need these opinions, honestly. Yeah, we do. We all do.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you called, and for the first time, and I hope I'll be lucky to speak to you again next time. Okay, Dari. It's a good one, eh?
Thank you.
You stay safe, bro. Right. So yeah, some people still feels like maybe something can be done. Don't blame them.
Hello.
It is simply hello there. Sorry.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, sir.
It's been a long time that I made a call to my
last time
I think it's been more than a year now. Yeah. It's been a long time. I just enjoying you talking and enjoy people commenting. But my calling is not to counter your last caller.
Okay.
But I realize that there's a lot of things that we as I know that guy is the Yoruba guy.
He is.
So I'm just using his own voice. Yeah. Okay, Dari. Yeah. I'm not calling to counter him, but I just want him to realize a lot of things. People that are calling for division, they are not mad.
They are not.
They see something. So you should ask for what they have seen. Okay, you people, what do you see? For example, I will let him know today that there's a lot of things that we have seen that maybe is not feasible to him. Number one, those people that they are calling their name, they don't see themselves as a Nigerian at all.
No.
For example, if I'm a Muslim, you know what I'm saying, as a Yoruba. For example, let's say Southerner. If I'm a Muslim, you go to North. I've been to North, that's what I'm telling you. They will not allow you at all. They don't see you as a real Muslim.
No.
And they still want us to be in one country. And they see themselves that they are more superior to we that we, let's say, for example, we, all of us, we are indigenous.
Yes.
And some part of their land see themselves that they are more superior than others. Is it possible?
No.
How do you want to coexist?
It doesn't even make any sense, sir. You know what? Nigeria is a conglomeration of indigenous people. And these indigenous people, right, they own their land.
Yeah.
They've been there for centuries before Nigeria was ever even formulated. So how can, even if they are small, if they are big, it doesn't matter. It's their land. Nobody can say we are bigger than you, we are supreme, we are this over you. Now, the fight started, though, and that is why we can't continue to pretend that we are one. No, we can't.
So for Dari, it's not that people they don't want one Nigeria to exist. But if one person is seeing himself that more important than another, even there will not be a peace. We're just deceiving ourselves. Yeah. So the best thing is for everybody to go.
Yes,
that's the best thing. So I hope Dari can try to look into it very.
I have told Dari to research more. I told him to research more.
It's not that we are crazy. We are not crazy. For example, I don't know whether Dari has been to North. If you've been to North, those guys. Okay, for example.
Yeah.
One last thing, please. Before I go.
Go on. You still have your time. Mm-hmm.
You see, those people, if they see you outside Nigeria, for example, they see you, Northerner, which especially, I don't want to mention their name, they see you outside Nigeria. If they see you as you are Nigerian, and they see another person that they are not Nigerian, they are, let's say, they are Arab or Muslim, they prefer that person before they prefer you. I don't know whether it's your call to you. It's very your call to me. That's what I'm telling you. So those people don't see us as Northerner.
You know what I mean? What you are saying now, sir, right? It is how we treat ourselves with suspicion. Okay, Yorubas. The Hausas suspecting Yoruba, Yorubas suspecting Igbo suspecting Fulani suspecting Ijo suspecting this. But on the surface, everybody want to start laughing. We are one Nigeria, united people. But when you ask yourself that, can you actually trust yourself to make a country work? Of course not.
No. So it's not that we just want to scatter everything. No. It's not like that. But please, maybe Dari, I don't know when Dari started listening to you. Whether he just started a few months or a long time.
Listening to me for a while too. I
don't think so.
No.
But now, I'm not saying Dari should change his own mind. Don't get me wrong. But for me, as you said, I like to reason with people. I like to feel the pain of the people. So from there, maybe I can try to unlock what I cannot see or what I can see. Okay, maybe I can still change my view. That's the reason why I like to feel what people are feeling.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. I like your God will supporting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you too. I appreciate that. So I have Unwan Biafra says, look at NATO. Sorry, my caller. If you can give me just 1 sec, let me read this super chat out, and then we can continue, please. Biko. Look at NATO and the European Union, the indigenous people of Nigeria and Africa, and form coalitions, both military and economic, without having to be tied under a one-failed political economic bondage. The lie is one. So yeah, you are so right. The limitation of even the decision of saying Africa want to have this united something without the blessing of America or EU. You all know the end result. They call it insubordination or something like that. And African leaders are very, very much aware of that. Here is another one. I would say G-Boy Oguns. Maiyegun, your platform is so good by allowing individuals' opinion. I love that. Not insulting anyone, just educate the person on why the division is necessary. That's what we are trying to teach. We want people to know that people have the right to say, even if you have a referendum, right, people are going to have to vote yes and no. You see, those who are going to say no to referendum, they're going to say no based on what they believe that Nigeria is giving to them or what they stand to gain from Nigeria. But if you don't have enough to convince them what they are going to benefit being in their own country better than what Nigeria is, they will still vote no, and you will vote yes. So, which means you're going to have a healthy conversation with people when you are trying to get them along. You don't try to fight them, even if they try to fight you. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I just come back from work and I have to call in.
So you meet us right in the middle of it.
Yeah. No, of course I've been listening. You know.
Oh, you started with us
when I was at work. You know. So,
right.
But yeah, I'm calling. I don't want to cancel the last. Is it the last caller or the second caller?
The second to the last caller. The last caller counter the second to the last caller based on his own difference.
Second the second to the last. The guy called Dari, who called from Denmark, right? I live. Yeah, I also live in Sweden. I'm just by the border between Sweden and Denmark. Okay.
Oh,
so I go to Denmark often. Okay. In fact, my wife is Danish, black Danish.
Oh,
you know, so we moved to Sweden. So we just live by the border. Okay. Okay,
beautiful. So you are neighbors. Now, Dare is going to be listening to you better now. Go on.
Yeah, I hope he's listening to me. Yeah.
Grand.
You know, you see what he's saying. I want to ask him, what's the population of Denmark? Denmark is just 5 million, 5.5 million. Okay? And Sweden is 10 million. So if you're talking about population, don't even talk about population, please. I don't want to talk about population. And I know about Denmark very well. You know, Denmark, they have like how do I say? Is it they call them Yoland? There are people that they call Yoland. You know, the people that live in the capital is different from the people who live like 3 hours away or 4 hours away. When they speak differently. You understand me?
I'm with
you. But they are all the same Danish. They are all the same Danish people. Okay, and what I'm trying to say, they don't have discrimination. And if Barry is not mistaken, he has lived there. I don't know how long he has lived there. He has lived there for many years, or for how long he has lived. You know, has he ever seen discrimination between the whites?
No. I mean, I can answer on his behalf. I could barely say they have any discrimination among whites. Well, I will let you continue.
Okay.
Go on, Baba.
Yeah. You know, I just want you to understand that, you know, Nigeria, most of us here left Nigeria. I was in secondary school when I started seeing myself live in Nigeria. Maybe because I had my siblings outside Nigeria, they were all living in the United States of America. Okay.
Abroad,
so maybe I had that, maybe because of that I wanted to live. Okay. But I could see I had one of my best friends his name is Okoyemi. Now he lives in England now. I was in England about I think 2018.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I was with him. We were together. We were in school. Me and him. We were in like reading mass communication part time. Okay. Me and him, we started planning. We could see that Nigeria was not going to be good. Nigeria was getting worse. Okay. From 2018, we started planning. Oh, sorry. From 2020, was it? Yeah, 2018. Between 2018 and 2017, we started planning to leave Nigeria.
Like at that point, you were like, you know what? I knew
we know that at that point we could say that the country was
for me.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's not
I'm
for
done.
me.
Go on.
We are done. You know. So me and he put the application together. They refused us. Okay. Then later he had to apply for by himself, and they gave him. And after a year ago, I applied for myself too. They gave me. That's how I came to Europe. You know. So what I'm trying to say is in all this is that Nigeria made many of us. I did not benefit anything from Nigeria. Right from my childhood, my parents have been they have been training me in school, everything. Here I am today in Western world, here in Sweden here. My children are being taken care of. They pay them, they go to school free, they do everything free. So I want to ask Darryl, what has he actually benefited in Nigeria? Him coming out to say that Nigeria, we don't need to separate you, it's going to make our population, and population has nothing to do with it. Okay, I just want to ask,
and the big picture is talking about. There is no big picture. That's what we should be telling ourselves.
There's no big picture.
People can
Which
make
big picture? Giant of what?
Yeah.
Giant of thief or giant of what? The country is not getting better, and you can say that the country is not getting better. We know that the Westerners have hand in this, but at the same time, we need to fight. We need to get up by ourselves and fight, because if we don't give the Westerners the loophole to come in, they will not come in. They said there's a parable that says in my house, in my where I come from. They said it's only a rat that is inside the house that will go tell the rat outside that come with his food inside the house.
Food, yeah.
You know, and the rat will not come in. So I just want to let Darryl know that. I don't want to take too much time. I just want to let Darryl know that.
You know, another thing I was expecting. Yeah, you know, one thing I want to help you. I was expecting people to help me to say to Darryl is that majority of those who are currently saying let Nigeria break up peacefully, if that's the final thing. Majority of them, a year ago, they still believe Nigeria will work.
Yeah.
Some of them who are saying Nigeria should break today, a year ago, 2 years ago, they will tell you to your face, no, Nigeria is going to work.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Nigeria,
it's not that bad.
I still have a friend that lives there in Sweden with me. He's always saying that he's a Yoruba guy, He's always telling me up to today that he's not saying Nigeria will still work, Nigeria will still work. And I asked him, what's wrong with you? How old are you now? How can you be thinking Nigeria will still work up to this age you are?
Don't worry.
You will tell your son now that Nigeria will still work.
Don't worry yourself. Okwe will call you one day and say, you were right. Nigeria is never going to work again. Don't worry. That's why I say that majority of those who are saying that it's going to work last year, they are changing their tone this year. When they have seen enough, they're like, man, I've never seen this before. I never believed Nigeria will get to this stage. Oh boy, forget it. If not to divide,
thank you very much.
Now save
Thank
lives.
you very much. Let me eat my food and go to bed.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
You have a good one, man.
And you too.
Now, we are rounding up in about 10 minutes. So I'm taking another one, and possibly I'll take another
Hello,
one.
Baba.
Round it up. Hello there.
Yeah, evening. This is Baba.
Baba on the line.
Yeah.
How are you tonight, Baba?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, Baba. I'm good.
Anyway,
yeah.
You meet us on it right towards the end. Go on.
Yeah, I've been trying since. The issue here is as regard the people back in Nigeria or people in Nigeria. I was talking to someone trying to just maybe canvass as signing the petition, and although he's my younger brother, he said, "Oh, look, Egmont, okay. Even if if we gain the independence, who is going to be our leader? Is it not the same Tinubu?" I said, "Come, is some people fight so as to so that other people could have a freedom." So I said, it doesn't take you anything just than to sign the petition. Either it's good or bad, but it doesn't do anything to you.
You see, that's one thing we need need to have talking points developed, developed for people to say. For example, that's a very popular one, where they say, if we get the Yoruba nation, who are those who are going to be the leaders there? Do you understand? Exactly. That's a very popular one, and it is actually very, very lazy question. You know that if people are not for Yoruba nation, are they? They are not. They are going to be the wreckage of the whole Nigeria when Nigeria break up and Yoruba move. They're not going to have anything subsequent. Well, again, Bobo, go on.
Exactly. That's exactly what I try explaining to him. But what really matters is I want to buttress someone's point who said that, Nigeria or Nigerians, so is where abnormality becomes normal to them. Everything that is abnormality is normal. And the normal now becomes the abnormality for them, because no one believes about anything. You hear, so million has been misappropriated, and that is the end of it. No investigation, no incarceration, nothing. That's the end. So we all look at, and some people, if it were me, what do you expect? That's the same thing I'm gonna do. So it's where abnormality has become normality now to everyone. So I think is kind of the system which has been corrupted has even corrupted all the people in it. So they can't even see the bigger picture of running a country in a normal way.
No, it's so difficult. David Cameron said, what they are stealing from Nigeria in a year.
Yeah,
if they attempt it here in the UK, UK will go bankrupt. That's what he said. But look at the people. They are not alarmed. They are not bothered. They are praying. God will judge them. Thiefnubu just bought another Gulfstream private jet. Oh, Allah is blessing him. Now envy go kill all of you. We no like say just buy a new plane. What exactly is Thiefnubu's job? Well,
and with whose money?
Yeah, whose money is that?
With whose money?
At least is it your father's money? That's what they will say. And I'm like, yeah, it's my father's money. You can't shut up. That's your money. That is your father's money. That is your money. And these are the money that should have gone into getting you a better life that you will never have to worship.
A good education. What do you call it? A good health sector. It's kind of I don't get it. At times, it's just like talking to a brick wall. Honestly. When you are trying to educate people that this is how things are supposed to
on a normal sense. This is how a normal country is supposed to run. But they, I don't know. Oh no, the abnormality has become normal. Okay, thank you, Baba.
I'll take my last call. Thank you very much for chipping in tonight. Okay, I'll take my last call and then we'll call it a night. So tomorrow maybe we'll do the same. We'll start early and then we'll get enough calls and possibly we'll get enough contribution as well. Hello there.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, is that Princess?
Yeah, Maiyegun, good evening.
Oh, good evening, ma. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great. You are my last caller tonight. So we have just about 5 minutes to round up. So you can have it. You can have that 5 minutes. So use it well. Go on.
I was going to talk about that. You see, one of the reasons of the history, in school, you know, when you don't know your heritage and you don't know your own history, your identity has been stolen. You will find yourself in places like that. You know, where Dari is at the moment. I don't know how old he is, yeah? But the people that brought you together, the word power that you're talking about, yeah? That brought you together, the Western power, like he said. These are the same set of people that are saying whatever it is going down in Ukraine now is not supposed to be in Ukraine because Ukraine is not a third world country. So you've been brought together, you know, for chaos, for wars, you know, to be exploited, to be enslaved. So standing alone as the Yoruba nation will bring so much respect to you.
I believe so too, Princess.
Standing alone as Biafran people, they know you know what you want. Your eyes are opened. You have that exposure. You have that orientation. You know their plan, their divide and rule kind of plan. You know what they put in place to enslave you. And you are standing alone. The respect will come. You are not standing alone because British enslaved you for some time and they abolished slave trade because of that. You are standing alone as a people. Your own tribe, your own kind of people that when you enter a room and you all speak Yoruba, you all understand yourselves.
Exactly.
When you are in a room with an Hausa person, you can imagine Malami giving speech on national television in Hausa or whatever fufu they were talking about.
And then you are just
this is not the kind of country that I want for my. And you don't understand. You're lost. You're lost in your home country. Your identity has been stolen. We can't continue like that. His opinion is very valid. I won't push it away, Maiyegun. But then we cannot continue like that. They built constitution. The constitution we had in 1960. That's why they took your history away. I will keep talking about it. The one we had in 1963, the agreement on ground is everybody should grow at their own pace.
Republican.
I don't have to make money. Yeah, I don't have to make money in Lagos. Yeah, money that they got from me, an infidel taking alcohol, clubbing and partying. You know, that money you take it to the north. Exactly.
They are sinners.
The northerners don't even see you. Yeah,
they can't use it to fix the road for us. They have to share it with people who don't drink it. I mean, it doesn't work that way.
Maiyegun, ask Baba Ketoye. He will tell you the way Cotonou people pay tax. The way they are always very happy to do it because exactly. So I can boycott tax because I know somebody's just going to spend it. You know, when you tell people this is the way, they tell you, no, they are clinical with their where poverty has been weaponized.
It has been, unfortunately.
Maiyegun, whatever it is this government is doing now, people might not really like it. I am in love with it. You know what? Do you know why I'm in love with it?
See, Princess, you are team Buhari go harder. Because I used to be part of that team.
Go harder. Go harder. You know why? You know why, Maiyegun? In a situation where there is hunger, there will be resistance. And after resistance, anarchy must fall into place. This thing is just going to get out of hand. Boom. It is just going to happen like that. You don't understand what I'm saying.
I'm following you,
it is just going, it is just going to get out of hand. And, you know, they won't be able to curtail it. They won't be able to hold it back together.
Princess, tell me the mood in Lagos. You have been out there to go and find fuel. The other day I was talking to you, probably you were all in the compound taking fresh air because the generator has been running. Tell me about it.
You're very right.
You are the elite. Princess is one of the elite. So, Princess, tell us, how is the mood in your estate, in your area?
Now, you see, majority of houses, there is no power there. I just looked out my window. You know, I like pacing around when I'm talking. I just looked out my window now. Anywhere, Maiyegun, about 4 or 5 of us, so, you know, people can make money. They can buy normal stuff that they buy. Noodles that they buy for, I think, 1,200. They now buy for 3,200 now. Oh, you know, mad increments, over 180, 200% increments on products.
And
salary is not going up.
How can that be?
Salary lost 200%. The inflation, I'm telling you back now. Salary they lost Somebody working, a civil servant that you're paying 30,000 naira, the normal, minimum wage of 30,000 naira. Tinepa maybe 38,000 at the end of the month. Ireti is 32,000 per bag. Omara pure water, Tiobara dispenser water 700 naira. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
So people are, they are being pushed to the wall. Baba, there is going to be a clapback. That is where I am. That is why I am happy. Buhari should keep doing whatever he should keep doing whatever it is he is doing. You see the people that are even giving people money. But Maiyegun, diesel is now 625 naira. If you call me anyhow, I go do you anyhow. Oh, therefore, one of me sound family last year. So I know they do.
Final one, Princess. Also, if Buhari is doing if everybody believes that Buhari is doing the worst job, to the people who knows that a day is coming that Nigeria is going to finally expire, they believe that Buhari is doing the best job dividing Nigeria than anyone in history. Do you also believe that?
That is, I am a fan of that. In fact, when I see them trying to do things better, if there is any power out there, I just speak to that power. You know, so that we can get to where we are going. It is a failed system. It is a failed system. And Maiyegun, we are the ones with integrity, I tell you today. You see, majority of those are parents, majority of those mama that you see around, Babala, Jeguru Gerald phone,
if we have to be honest.
Because we are the ones we see whatever training they've given us while we were growing up. I don't think it is something they could even do themselves. They were practicing what they could not preach. Because if you hear these people talk, there was a day I went to the seaside to buy fish, and I saw a woman. She said, for me, if they give me 10,000 naira, I will just vote. I insulted her from that place. You know, so they are there to collect money and get everything ruined. Àwọn kúkú máa kú tó bá yẹ àwọn máa bá tàwọn lọ. We that are here, we have to fix it for our children. If we are unable to fix it, they've taken history away. These children will not know that Usman Dan Fodio came as an outsider. They will know that there's an indigenous person. See, that race should know that there were people that were in Nigeria, Yoruba people before the British came and merged everybody together.
Before
so that land, that precious, that precious land that you had, that precious Yoruba land, someone from Mali, from Niger, coming over to tell you it is for them. We are not doing that. So we are not doing that. Almost Birini Buhari now. We are not doing that. It's from Niger. Almost Birini in Nigeria.
From Niger.
So we are not doing Abasha Oshe Nigerian now.
Of course.
Abasha Oshe Nigerian. So insurgency Boko Haram. How are we so sure? What do our Westerner? The Westerners you're seeing as human beings, how are you so sure it is not from them?
Maybe we are not.
How are you so sure your Boko Haram, your insurgency, your ISIS, your ISWAP is not from them? Just to destabilize you, and they take your resources. It is a divide and rule kind of thing. When they shared the whole of Africa in Berlin, the people that were not there were Africans. So you don't owe the Westerners anything.
No.
The Westerners are as dirty as your people. Who are the people that run the drug cartels? The government will tell you these are the things you're not supposed to do, but they are there doing it day and night. All our motherfuckers, they tell you can't print money, but they do it.
They do.
In 2012, how much did they print in Bank of Europe in Spain? They and shared it into their list account.
That's right.
Now
we just repeat what they say. Princess, you don't know that. Those of us who claim to be educated, when we talk and we say, "Oh, they will not allow it, Jare, it's impossible." What we are doing is that we just repeat.
The educated ones are worse.
Dangerous. I want you to claim.
Yes, they are worse.
They are dangerous, you.
They won't accept skinny. But they still want, and the media has been censored. The media has been censored. So, and I tell people today, I read it in the Quran. If you read the Bible very well, wisdom is profitable to direct.
That's right.
There was a verse I was reading in the Quran, and I read something like, there is no amount of sin you might have committed. You think there is one higher power that we owe them at gunpoint that you suffered by poor people, you will go to hell. Oh my Lord, because money, to my still away, you come and bless our work on it. Then we open the gate of heaven to everybody.
Have we
seen anybody that has been dead and has been to heaven and came back to tell you? You know, they keep brainwashing you with all sort of BS, and you just sit there and just look at it and accept it, and you start sending that into your children's head. No, we do that no more.
No more.
We've
done that, but no more. We do that no more. I like that, Princess.
We are not doing anymore.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
That's the Princess there, Princess Balogun. Calling from Lagos. Thank you very much, everybody, for your time. Our time is up, and the night is done. I wish I could take more calls just tonight, but I don't have that time. So thank you very much for spending your time with me. All of you, my callers, all of us will agree, all of us will disagree. I think we should do this again tomorrow. I'll pick a topic as usual. I'll tell you a few things I know about that. Then I'll start hearing from you when we can start having a chat. As usual. So to everyone, I'm saying thank you. And before you go, remember, you can still give your offering there. Yeah, like the video, share it just before you go. And I'm going to see you some other time. To my super chatters, thank you. To my phone callers, grateful. And to everybody who shared the broadcast so far, thank you very much. And you should all have a good night. Bye-bye.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra.